Bill N., the person with technological know-how, has been captivating us with state-of-the-art discoveries and their mysteries for many years. Bill has ventured into the very last frontier of enigmas, introducing us to the vastness of space that surrounds us and stretches infinitely above. Bill N. now breaks the silence with the most recent photographs from the James Webb Space Telescope, which provide a glimpse into the universe more than 13 billion years ago, fundamentally changing our understanding of the cosmos and our attitude toward life itself. This telescope is making discoveries about remote planets, galaxies, and much more. It represents a significant leap forward in scientific research and is a worthy successor to the Hubble Space Telescope. But what is so unique about the images from the Webb telescope that have confounded our expectations and theories, and what does Bill N. have to say about them? The advent of this telescope was the result of years of work by NASA scientists and engineers and was launched on Christmas Day 2021. The various steps of the telescope's deployment proceeded smoothly, and by the end of June 2022, scientists began discovering thousands of new galaxies, older and more remote than previously known. Some of these galaxies may have been formed 150 million years earlier than Hubble's oldest discovery. Additionally, the telescope is capable of capturing enough light from celestial objects such as exoplanets and stars to reveal their composition and trajectories through space. Bill N. states that this data is already revealing, in great detail, the atmospheric composition of planets light years away from Earth, allowing scientists to make suggestions about their ability to harbor life as we know it. One of the Hubble Space Telescope's most iconic images has long been the pillars of creation within the Eagle Nebula. This structure was visible to the telescope that detects visible light, but the process of creation inside it was not yet visible. However, the Webb telescope captured them in infrared, showing clusters of dust and gas several times larger than our solar system and appearing as tiny red dots against the backdrop of the pillars. These are stars in the process of formation. The stars seen in the image are not yet consuming hydrogen, but as more material is drawn toward the center, it becomes denser and denser until hydrogen burning starts, causing a dramatic rise in temperature to about 2 million degrees Celsius. Two distinct colors in the image represent infrared wavelengths, mostly invisible to the human eye. The only visible part of the image appears blue, while the colors increase the red radiation in the picture because the protostars generate radiation at a wavelength 6 times longer than that of the human eye. According to Bill N., this image not only demonstrates the infrared capabilities of the Webb telescope but also reveals the formation of stars like our Sun. The first exoplanets were discovered in the 1990s, and today, more than 300 planets have been confirmed orbiting remote stars. However, only 1,000 of these exoplanets have been directly imaged. Most exoplanets are so far away that they can only be detected when the light from their parent star is blocked. The first direct image of an exoplanet was taken in September of last year. This planet, known as HIP 65426b, was discovered in 2017, and scientists used chronographs on telescopes to exclude light from the parent star, along with 2 of the Webb telescope's cameras, a series of filters, and other equipment to observe it. The planet is extremely far from its star, at a distance 100 times greater than the distance between Earth and the Sun. It is a massive gas giant, nearly 12 times the size of Jupiter. Although the ghost galaxy is difficult to see with the naked eye, its brightness can be captured, especially with an infrared camera. The spiral structure of the galaxy and its array of stars extending from a glowing center are visible in the optical view of the object, also known as M74. However, a recent photograph from the Webb telescope shows structures that appear to be fibers of heat-emitting dust and gas emanating from the bright center, depicted in electric blue. This new image illuminates star-forming regions scattered along the galaxy's spiral arms. Combining images from the Hubble and Webb telescopes, researchers produced a beautiful composite photo that highlights both the optical and infrared views of the galaxy. The composite image was created as part of the FANGS project, an international effort using Hubble, Webb, and several ground-based telescopes to study 19 nearby galaxies in infrared. With Webb's sharp observations at longer wavelengths, astronomers can now identify star-forming regions in galaxies and accurately measure the masses and ages of star clusters, as well as the characteristics of tiny dust particles traveling through interstellar space. In an image of a distant star called Wolf-Rayet 140, taken in July of last year, a recognizable diffraction pattern, a visual artifact, was found. This massive star is surrounded by a similarly unreal pattern of wavy, focused rings with a slightly rectangular shape. These rings, in contrast to the diffraction pattern, are traits of Wolf-Rayet stars, which are in the late stages of their life cycle and have already emitted significant amounts of hydrogen. The interaction between WR140 and a smaller companion star creates the extraordinary shapes of these rings. The Webb telescope is designed to see the farthest galaxies in the universe, and in mid-December of last year, researchers announced the discovery of 4 of the oldest known galaxies, visible for the first time through Webb. These galaxies date back 13.4 billion years, when the universe was only 350 million years old, or about 2% of its current size. These 4 galaxies were thought to be extremely ancient, and the researchers determined their age as part of the James Webb Advanced Deep Extragalactic Survey, using data from the near-infrared spectrograph to quickly measure their distance. The elongation of light waves, caused by the expansion of the universe, is measured by the redshift of galaxies, and the largest redshift ever measured was 13.2. These galaxies are more ancient than we expected to find before the Webb telescope. For the first time, we can observe protogalaxies with this telescope and then spectrographically verify that they are indeed that far away. Meanwhile, the Webb telescope has also studied a planet orbiting a star in the Virgo constellation, conducting one of the most significant investigations of extrasolar planets. The planet, WASP-39b, is located 700 light-years from Earth, about 8 times closer to its star than Mercury is to the Sun. This Saturn-sized gas giant boils as it orbits its star. Its atmosphere is dominated by thick clouds containing sulfur and silicates, such as sulfur dioxide. Scientists have already identified carbon dioxide in its atmosphere. Bill N., a person of technological expertise, has long captivated us with state-of-the-art discoveries and the mysteries they hold, delving into the vast unknowns of the universe and unraveling its many secrets. For years, Bill N. has been guiding us through the uncharted territories of scientific discovery, introducing us to phenomena that stretch infinitely above and beyond our understanding. Now, with the most recent photographs from the James Webb Space Telescope, Bill breaks the silence, revealing glimpses of the universe from over 13 billion years ago. These images have radically altered our knowledge of the cosmos, offering a fresh perspective on life itself. The Webb telescope is unveiling discoveries about remote planets, distant galaxies, and much more, marking a tremendous leap forward in our scientific understanding. It stands as a worthy successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, continuing its legacy while breaking new ground in the exploration of space. The Webb telescope, however, brings even more questions to the surface. What is so unique about the photographs it captures that have surpassed our expectations and shaken established theories? And what does Bill N. have to say about these revelations? The birth of the James Webb Space Telescope itself was the result of decades of research and development by NASA scientists and engineers. Finally launched on Christmas Day 2021, the telescope began its deployment, a process that proceeded smoothly over several months. By June 2022, scientists started unveiling thousands of new galaxies, some older and more distant than anything previously known. Some of these galaxies may have been formed over 150 million years earlier than the oldest discoveries made by the Hubble Space Telescope. The Webb telescope is capable of capturing unprecedented amounts of light from celestial objects, such as exoplanets and stars, and revealing their chemical compositions, atmospheres, and even trajectories across the vast expanse of space. According to Bill N., the data being transmitted by the telescope is already providing incredible insights, including revealing the atmospheric compositions of planets light-years away from Earth. This information is opening up new possibilities in understanding the potential for life beyond our planet. For instance, one of the Hubble Space Telescope's most iconic images has long been the Pillars of Creation within the Eagle Nebula. This structure, visible through the Hubble, had been identified as a site of star formation, but the process of creation itself was invisible through visible light. In contrast, the Webb telescope has captured this region in infrared, revealing the birth of stars in great detail. The infrared images show clusters of dust and gas, each several times larger than our solar system, appearing as tiny red dots against the backdrop of the pillars. These are protostars, still in the process of forming. The stars seen in the image are not yet burning hydrogen, but as more material accumulates towards their centers, it becomes denser and denser. Eventually, it will reach a point where hydrogen burning begins, dramatically increasing the temperature to around 2 million degrees Celsius. The Webb's ability to detect infrared wavelengths, which are invisible to the human eye, allows us to witness these cosmic events in unprecedented detail. According to Bill N., this image not only demonstrates the infrared capabilities of the Webb telescope but also highlights how stars like our Sun are born, providing us with a deeper understanding of stellar formation. The discovery of exoplanets is another area where the Webb telescope is breaking new ground. While exoplanets were first discovered in the 1990s, there are now more than 300 confirmed exoplanets orbiting distant stars. Yet, only a small fraction of these planets have been directly imaged. The vast majority are so far away that they can only be detected when the light from their parent stars is blocked. In September of the previous year,